Anybody remember the Care Bears countdown? Anyways, welcome back to Now TV Canada. I am your host Jen. This is the I Am Just Jen YouTube channel, and we are talking about what's happening now in my life. And this is the harvest season in Vancouver. And occasionally I do this gem stuff and other big good stuff. So far, every time I've been out there with tables and places selling stuff, I've always sold out. So I said I was going to have you guys watch and follow along when I was making this, but I didn't because I have more to make, lots. In short, the first order of blueberry jam has already been done by my mom, yours truly. She loves blueberries, and I don't know when the last time was she was able to have blueberry jam. And because it's at a reduced sugar level, and I absolutely used zero pectin in this, it is the best blueberry jam. So flipping the camera, you can see I'm just letting it cool in the pot naturally. I'm not going to put it into jars yet because I'm waiting to see as it cools how much more it's going to thicken up. Now, this took all the course of an afternoon, carefully cooking at the right temperature, heating and cooling, and adding the ingredients. I even did all the mushing of the fruit without using any kind of electric blenders because I'm just old school and I love doing things the old-fashioned traditional 18th century way. So at any rate, this is what it looks like now at this cooling stage. It is such a superbly beautiful thickness. It's not jelly, it's still jammy. So I'm very happy. My mom's going to be very happy. Mom, you're going to be happy. Mom, if you're watching this, your blueberry jam has turned out perfect. So I'm just going to let it cool some more so it can be scraped off the side some more. Because I might choose to thicken it up just a little bit more. But that's it. It is absolutely so good. It is like half the sugar. And I have... I use like the Sugar Twins and that sort of stuff, monk fruit. When you don't need to thicken the jam any further, or you don't need to make it much sweeter, you just don't need to keep adding sugar. So you just use alternatives. I literally just put in one of the Splenda packages. That's all it took to finish making this exactly right from my mom, beyond the measure of sugar necessary to make it thicken up with the citrus. So I'm going to eat this. So good. Okay, I'll give you the general lowdown. I got inspired because of Christopher and Cecilia in Svalbard. They got back from their vacation. I don't think they had read my email yet around the food recipes I sent. But he went shopping, comes back with this container of blueberries for her. And she's going through the prices, and it was like really, it's like over $6 US for just that. You can't make this much blueberry jam with that size of container. You can't do much with it. You could sprinkle it on your pancakes or something. So I thought, oh, I'm going to do jam season. I'm going to start shipping this jam out all over the place. So I went looking at jam prices, and the size of the containers I am working with, I threw them away, but okay, so they're huge containers for $1.99. So how many did I end up using for this batch? I think I used 3 of the blueberries that size, and then I added 2 small ones, the 2 for $1 of the blackberries to help with the acidity, which added with the lemon helps it thicken up. And I used pretty much, I used 1.5 lemons. So each half of the lemon of these sizes, I'll show you the size of the lemon. If the lemons are about this size, you use one whole one, you cut it in half, squeeze it, take out the seeds. You use 1.5 of these, and each half is a tablespoon. Literally, you measure it in here, and it's like this. It's just absolutely perfect. The recipe originally called for 2.5 cups of sugar, but I think they were using less blueberries. Also, depending on the thickness you want, also makes a difference. But don't go over 4 cups of this. I didn't quite use 4 cups of this. I didn't need to. It was so, so good. And I used 1.5 of these, even though the recipe had said just use 2 tablespoons. I'm like, nah, it needs to be more so that it helps the natural pectin work and do its job. And it worked out beautifully. So then you can add little spices to add some more bolster to it, depending on what you want. So you have the choice of cinnamon, ginger, allspice. Some people might like nutmeg, and cloves. I personally, I'm not big on adding cloves to my jam flavors. That's not my thing. I'm okay with cinnamon, allspice, and ginger. That's about it for me. Depending on what I'm making, sometimes I might even use the nutmeg, holiday-wise, to give it a spiced flavor, so you get like a spiced jam, depending on your holiday. So, you got to play with that for yourself and what you want. Hi! So if you want blueberry jam, let's just, straight up blueberry. You don't have to use the extra blackberries. You can just add in the amount of blueberries you want and just do blueberry. But then you have to thicken it and cook it a little bit longer than you would by using the couple of the containers with the blackberries. Because blueberries are not very acidic enough to thicken easily and gel without pectin. So you'd have to use more of the lemon. Either way, this batch has turned out phenomenal. My mom's going to be very happy, and I'm hoping I'll get some more orders. There is blackberry jam coming still. These things are crazy cheap. It's 2 for $1, so I'm probably going to end up with enough of these to cook batch out of my big pots here. And these are probably going to come down to 2 for $1 as well. So I'll probably have enough to have a big pot of that as well. And when the blueberries go down in price again to like $1.49, I'll make another batch. I don't know what size of jar this is going to fill, and the extra I'll keep for myself so I have a little bit of every flavor. But I've been busy, and now I'm going to use these beautiful little Chinese garlic and green onion buns to make myself like a little pizza dinner kind of thing, because I don't feel like making bread. And then I got to go meet up with some missionaries that I have volunteered to make meals for. At any rate, my message to you guys as I close is I'm going to try and do like a table at the Vancouver flea market on a Saturday, or more than one Saturday, and then bring all the stuff that I make there so people can go there to get it. And since blackberries are expensive in regular stores and the jam is on high demand, I suspect that most of the jam I make, not just because my food is good, is likely going to sell out. So I will keep you all posted on what's happening with that. Stay tuned for the other flavors of jams coming up, the blackberry and the raspberry. I'm sure you'll get to see me cooking it. And then, of course, when the strawberries go on sale, I'll do that too. If you want a personal order and you're in Vancouver area, or you want it shipped to you and I can get it to you, just email futureproductions.online@gmail.com and we can work something out, or leave a message. Thanks for watching me cook now on Now TV. Blueberry done, and blackberry next. Bye.